Salam alaikum, I am Dr. Hamed Mohammed Almantheri, and this is topic 3 of Python Programming. It covers conditional execution. Conditional execution allows programs to make decisions based on specific conditions. It evaluates expressions to determine if they are true or false, executing code blocks accordingly. This is fundamental in programming, enabling dynamic responses to varying inputs and scenarios, enhancing the program's flexibility and functionality. Conditional execution allows us to check a condition and decide whether to execute a sequence of statements. It involves testing if a condition is true or false, enabling decision-making in programming. This forms the basis for alternative execution, where different paths are taken based on conditions and for more complex structures like chained and nested conditionals. Conditional execution involves checking a condition to decide whether to execute or skip a sequence of statements. It tests if a condition is true or false, acting as a decision-making tool. If the condition is true, the execution proceeds. Otherwise, it is skipped. Conditional execution controls the flow of a program by determining which statements to execute based on specific conditions. This mechanism allows for dynamic decision-making, ensuring that only relevant code runs when certain criteria are met. It is fundamental in programming for creating efficient and responsive applications. The if statement is crucial for decision-making in programming. It begins with a condition, a Boolean expression, followed by a colon. If the condition evaluates to true, the indented statements are executed. Proper indentation is essential to define the scope of the if block, ensuring correct execution of the code. 2. Check if a number is positive in Python. Use an if statement. For example, with x equals 10, the condition x greater than 0 evaluates to true. Executing print x is positive. If the condition is false, the statement is skipped. This demonstrates basic conditional execution in Python. To determine if a number is negative in Python, use an if statement. For example, if x is less than 0, execute print x is negative. This checks the condition and prints the message if true. Otherwise, it skips the statement. In Python, conditional execution allows us to compare values. For instance, if we have variables x and y, we can check if x is less than y. If this condition is true, the program will print x is small. This demonstrates how conditional statements control the flow of a program based on specific conditions. In Python, an if block can contain multiple statements. All statements at the same indentation level are part of the block. This allows for executing several actions when a condition is true, enhancing the program's functionality and readability. 2. Check if a user input integer is greater than 1000. Use conditional execution. If the condition is true, execute the indented block. Statements without indentation, like printing a message, always execute regardless of the condition. This ensures feedback is provided to the user.
Create a program to prompt the user for their quiz 1 score out of 10. If the score is 6.5 or higher, display "Congratulations on your good score." Regardless of the score, always show "Thank you for sharing your score." This exercise reinforces conditional execution and user interaction.
Develop a program for an airline that prompts users for their luggage weight. If the weight exceeds 50 pounds, display a warning about a $25 extra charge. Always conclude with a message thanking the user for their business. Alternative execution involves 2 potential outcomes based on a condition. If the condition is true, one statement executes. If false, another executes. This approach is crucial in decision-making processes, allowing programs to respond dynamically to varying inputs and scenarios, enhancing functionality and user experience. Alternative execution involves 2 possibilities determined by a condition. If the condition is true, one set of statements executes. If false, another set executes. This structure allows for decision-making in programming, enabling different outcomes based on varying conditions. The if-else statement facilitates alternative execution by evaluating a condition. If the condition is true, the true part statements execute. Otherwise, the false part statements run. The condition follows the if statement, ending with a colon. Both if and else statements require indentation for the subsequent lines. To determine if a number is even or odd, use the if statement If x modulo 2 equals 0, print x is even. Otherwise, the else statement executes, printing x is odd. This checks the remainder when x is divided by 2, indicating evenness or oddness.
To determine if a number is single digit, check if it's between 0 and 9. If true, print single digit number. Otherwise, print higher than single digit. This simple logic helps in categorizing numbers efficiently, enhancing user input validation in programming.
To determine if a number is odd or even, use the modulus operator. If the number modulo 2 equals 0, it's even, otherwise it's odd. This simple check is fundamental in programming, allowing for efficient decision-making in various applications.
Create a program that prompts the user for a number. Determine if the number is greater than or less than 50. This exercise helps in understanding conditional statements and user input handling, essential skills in programming. Create a program prompting the user for today's temperature. If it's above 70, suggest wearing short pants. Otherwise, recommend long pants. Regardless of the choice, encourage outdoor exercise. This exercise helps in understanding conditional logic and user interaction in programming. A single line if statement or conditional expression evaluates a condition. If true, it returns the first expression. If false, the second. Unlike control structures, it acts as an operator, streamlining code by condensing logic into a single line, enhancing readability and efficiency. In this example, the variable x is set to 10. The conditional expression checks if x is greater than or equal to 10. Since this condition is true, result is assigned the value 100. If the condition were false, result would be assigned 200. The output is 100, demonstrating the conditional expression's functionality. Using conditional expressions, we can create a program that responds to weather conditions. If it's raining, the program outputs, "Let's go to the beach." Otherwise, it prints, "Let's go to the library." This demonstrates how conditional logic can dynamically alter program behavior based on specific conditions. Let's explore a program that determines age categories using conditional expressions. When a user inputs their age, if it's less than 21, the program outputs minor. If the age is 21 or older, it outputs adult. This demonstrates how conditional expressions can efficiently handle decision-making in programming. Chained conditionals enable evaluating multiple conditions in sequence, allowing for more than 2 outcomes. This is achieved by using multiple branches such as if, elif, and else to handle complex decision-making processes. They are essential for scenarios requiring nuanced logic, ensuring each condition is checked in order until one is satisfied. Chained conditionals enable evaluating multiple conditions, offering more than 2 possibilities. They require more than 2 branches, allowing for complex decision-making. This structure is essential when checking multiple conditions, ensuring precise control flow in programming. In Python, elif is used instead of else if to add additional conditions, forming a chained conditional. You can include multiple elif parts. The syntax begins with if condition 1, followed by elif condition 2, and so on, ending optionally with else. This structure allows for evaluating multiple conditions efficiently. Consider a program that evaluates the relationship between x and y. If x is less than y, it executes specific statements. If x is greater, another set of statements runs. If x equals y, a different block is executed. This demonstrates how chained conditionals efficiently handle multiple conditions in Python. Chained conditionals allow multiple conditions to be checked in sequence using if, elif, and else statements. This structure enables more complex decision-making processes by evaluating conditions one after another until a true condition is found or all conditions are exhausted. To find the largest among 3 numbers using Python, utilize chained conditionals. Start by comparing the first 2 numbers. If the first is greater, compare it with the third. Otherwise, compare the second with the third. This approach efficiently narrows down the largest number through logical comparisons. In Python, to find the largest of three numbers, use chained conditionals. Start by comparing the first two numbers. If the first is greater, compare it with the third. Otherwise, compare the second with the third. This approach efficiently determines the largest number by minimizing unnecessary comparisons. Develop a program to convert numeric grades into letter grades. Input a student's numeric grade and the program outputs: A for 90 and above, B for 80 to 89, C for 70 to 79, D for 60 to 69, and F for anything below 60. This exercise enhances understanding of conditional statements. Nested conditionals allow us to place an entire if, else statement within another if, else statement. This technique, known as nesting, enables complex decision-making processes. For instance, within an if, elif, else structure, you can embed another if, elif, else construct, enhancing the program's ability to handle multiple conditions efficiently. Nested conditionals allow embedding an entire if, else statement within another. This structure, known as nested if, enables complex decision-making. You can incorporate an if, elif, else construct inside another, enhancing the flexibility and depth of your logic. This technique is crucial for handling multifaceted conditions efficiently. In nested conditionals, the syntax involves placing an entire if, else statement within another. If condition 1 is true, check condition 2. If condition 2 is true, execute statements 1. Otherwise, execute statements 2. If condition 1 is false, execute statements 3. This structure allows for complex decision-making processes in programming. Nested conditionals allow us to evaluate multiple conditions. Here, we check if x equals y. If not, we determine if x is less than y, printing greater if false and less if true. This structure efficiently categorizes the relationship between x and y. When comparing x and y, if x equals y, the output is equal. If x is less than y, it prints greater. Otherwise, it prints less. This demonstrates a simple decision-making process using conditional statements to evaluate and respond to different scenarios. In programming, using if-else within another if-else allows for more complex decision-making. This structure evaluates multiple conditions sequentially, executing specific code blocks based on the outcomes. It's essential for scenarios requiring layered logic, ensuring precise control over program flow. Consider a program that checks if a number is positive and a single digit. First, verify if the number is greater than 0. If true, check if it's less than 10. This nested conditional structure efficiently determines if a number is both positive and a single digit, demonstrating the power of nested conditionals in programming. Create a program that prompts the user for a number. If the number is 10, display play football. If it's less than or equal to 15, print play basketball. For numbers greater than 15, output don't play game. This demonstrates nested conditionals, allowing for multiple conditions to be evaluated efficiently. Create a program to prompt the user for their age. If older than 21, check if they exceed 100. If so, print "You are too old." For ages between 21 and 100, display "Welcome, you are of the right age." If under 21, inform them they are too young. To determine a user's shirt size, calculate the height to weight ratio. If the ratio exceeds 5, check if it's above 20 for size extra extra large or below for size large. If the ratio is under 5 but above 3, assign size medium, otherwise it's size small. To determine shirt size, calculate the height to weight ratio. If the ratio exceeds 5, check if it's above 20 for extra extra large or below for large. If under 5, check if it's above 3 for medium. Otherwise, it's small. This method ensures accurate sizing based on body proportions. To calculate an employee's salary, multiply the rate per day by the number of days worked. For tax, if the salary is between 1 and 500, apply a 5% tax. For 500 to 1,000, apply 10%, 10%, and for salaries over 1,000, apply 15%. This ensures accurate salary and tax calculations for employees. To calculate a student's total grade, accept marks for quiz, 25%, midterm, 25%, and final exam, 50%. Sum these to determine the total grade. If the total is 67 or above, display you passed, otherwise, you failed. Additionally, compute and display the marks needed to achieve a passing grade. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Dr. Hamid Mohammed Almantheri,